Good morning, believers. Good morning, Israel. It's your brother, J.D. Nija, Word of Truth channel. Word. Heavenly Father, bless the message, my brothers and sisters who are here today to listen to it. We love you, we honor you, we praise you. We bow before you and exalt you. Give us strength and wisdom and knowledge and counsel, spirit of counsel, the spirit of truth. Amen. So, I'm coming to see the judge again today. I can't believe it. Stay on the straight and narrow, huh? All right, Maria. I think you're starting to make your point now. It's like, getting messed with, messing myself up. You have a point. This is getting ridiculous. Seems like I'm here a lot. I've been three times in a week and a half. Last Wednesday, this Wednesday, today's Friday. Nothing got done. 2 days. 2 days of wasting half the day, and then today I'm finally gonna. I'm not gonna curse it. I think I'm gonna be able to get it done. Anyhow, Jeremiah. So a lot of what I try and teach on this channel is that a lot of people think they're Christians, like this Richard Joyce guy. He thinks he's a Christian because he plays around in the Bible, and then he mixes in his own oddball, vain imagination and just starts talking worldly shit. And he didn't really understand what the Bible's saying, because if he did, he would make the point of what the chapters are actually trying to say to people. But he doesn't have the chops. And so what I try and teach is the Bible as it's written. I'm not going to talk about tumor. Today he's talking about tumors. The chapter, Jeremiah 28, is about Hananiah, the false prophet, and how listening to idiots like Richard Joyce will make things worse. That's what chapter 28 is about. It's about people like him. He's like Hananiah. He's worthless. He's gonna there's only two ways to go, either right or wrong. There's no halfway. You're either on the right path, or you're going the right way, or you're going the wrong way. That's why it's called righteousness. Right. And that's why my tribe, Benjamin, the name means son of my right hand, because I know the right way to go. So this guy's leading people off, talking about tumors, talking about dying, and he talks about death all the time. It's so disgusting. The good news is that we live forever. It's a living testament. It's a living God. It's a God of life, not a God of tumors and death. And it's painful to listen to this fucker, man. Anyway, I wanted to go over this one more time with you so you understand chapter 28. So what's going on here is that God was fed up with Judah and Jerusalem, the Benjamites and the Judites, the southern kingdom. He'd had enough of their idol worship and child sacrifice. Remember back in, like, I don't know, chapter 20, they were talking about Gehenna, the valley of Hinnom, where the trash is, where they burned the trash, and it became a place where they did child sacrifice. So that was a big one. That was the one that really got us in trouble. Child sacrifice. We were thinking wrong. So anyway, what's happening? Jeremiah's telling the people, God's sending Nebuchadnezzar to come take us captive. And you princes of Judah and you kings and priests, you're going into captivity. You're going to Babylon. And of course, there's false prophets like Hananiah, like Richard Joyce. There's idiots that they just say what they say. He's not, God didn't send him to talk to you about the Bible. God didn't send him. So anyway, let me read what it says. So Hananiah was saying, let me read it so you can get it. It says, Hananiah spoke in the presence of all the people, saying, Thus said the Lord, even so will I break the yoke of Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, from the neck of all the nations within the space of 2 full years. And the prophet Jeremiah went his way. So before that said, Hananiah the prophet took the yoke from off Jeremiah's neck and broke it. And then that's when it said, and Hananiah told all the people, yeah, just like I broke the yoke off Jeremiah's neck, I'm gonna break the yoke of Nebuchadnezzar in 2 years. He's not gonna be able to take you. Blah blah blah. Talking shit. So what he did, he talked shit. He talking out the side of his face. And it says, as the word of the Lord came unto Jeremiah the prophet, after Hananiah the prophet had broken the yoke off the neck of the prophet Jeremiah, and told Jeremiah, go tell Hananiah, saying, thou hast broken the yoke of wood, but you shall make for them yokes of iron. Basically what he's telling Hananiah is, yeah, you did a dance, but you're going to be the nigga dancing, bro. Watch. And so he's telling him, you didn't do anything, dude. You just did a couple spins, but you're going to be spinning, bro. You're going to be spinning hard when these, it's going to be worse. You just made it worse, man. This is what Jeremiah's telling Hananiah. And that's the point I try to make about when you listen to someone like Richard Joyce trying to teach you the Bible, you're better off reading it yourself and coming up with your own interpretation. You're better off working with God instead of listening to some monkey brain fucking Boston butt lick. You get better. That Boston accent fucking grates on me. With you. Glad to be with you today. With you. Better. There's an R at the end, Richard. Better. Better. R. Better. Better. Not beta. Not meta. Better. Butter. Better. Butter? No, butter. There's no ch sound in you, dude. It's a Y. You. You. Chew? Do you understand? I'm with you. Chew on your own fucking nuts, you fucking... So anyway, you listen to people like that, you're gonna it's just gonna make things worse for you. God doesn't want you listening to false prophets. He'd rather have you here listening to me get pissed off and say funky shit and make sad faces and call you names. He'd much rather have you on the right side of the Bible. So then it says, you just made it worse for yourself, for thus said the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, I put a yoke of iron upon the neck of all these nations, that they may serve Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, and they shall serve him, and I have given him the beasts of the field also. So Nebuchadnezzar got all the nations, all the Jews, and all the Gentile beasts, the ones that are just basically dead men walking. They have no spirit. They're like a cow in the field or a pig in the pen. They don't have any spirit. And it says, then the prophet Jeremiah said to Hananiah the prophet, hear now, Hananiah, the Lord has not sent you, but you make this people to trust a lie. Does Richard Joyce know? You know what he said? You know what he says all the time? You're going to die. You're going to die. You're going to die. You're going to die. You're not going to die. I'm not going to die. I'm going to leave here. I'm not going to die. I never die. That's the gospel, eternal life. Why is he telling you you're going to die? You're going to die. You're going to die, Richard Joyce. Because you don't even know the gospel and you're trying to teach the Bible. Never has his Bible. I have my Bible every day. I read out of the Bible, don't I? Read the Bible, Richard Joyce. Stop your fucking word salad, bro. You've made people trust a lie, Richard Joyce. Therefore, thus said the Lord, behold, I will cast you from off the face of the earth. This year you shall die, because you have taught rebellion against the Lord. That's what Richard Joyce was doing yesterday, talking shit on King Saul. Don't you hate King Saul? King David was so much better. King David was better than King Solomon. No, dude, King Solomon was Jesus Christ, you idiot. Solomon had all those wives, though. He was an adulterer. No, dude, that's how the Gentiles come in, Richard Joyce. You don't know the Bible, bro. Solomon loved those foreign wives. That's how the Gentiles... You got to read the book. Anyway, then he told Hananiah, you're going to die. I think what Richard Joyce said today, he didn't even get that right. He said, and then they killed Hananiah. No one killed Hananiah. The Lord killed Hananiah. Let me read it. Why is he? Why? I don't get it. I don't know why he has to say what that hamster, that hamster shit that just comes flying out of his mouth. No one killed Hananiah. God killed Hananiah. Jeremiah told him, you're gonna die now, bro. You're gonna die, brother. You fucked up. says, therefore, thus said the Lord, behold, I will cast you from off the earth. This year you shall die because you have taught rebellion against the law, the Lord. So Hananiah the prophet died the same year in the 7th month. He wasn't killed, Richard. It's a lie. Jeremiah's letter to the exiles. Now, these are the words of the letter that Jeremiah the prophet sent from Jerusalem unto the residue of the elders which are carried away captive, to the priests and the prophets and all the people whom Nebuchadnezzar carried away captive from Jerusalem to Babylon. He took the hotshots. He took the craftsmen and he took the smiths, the carpenters, the queen, the king. Then he delivered the letter by the hand of Elasah, the son of Shaphan, and Gemariah, the son of Hilkiah, whom Zedekiah, king of Judah, sent unto Babylon to Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, saying, thus said the Lord of hosts, God of Israel, unto all that are carried away captive, whom I have caused to be carried away from Jerusalem unto Babylon, build houses, dwell in them. I don't know what Richard Joyce is going to say tomorrow. He's so far off the story. I don't know. He's never going to be able to get back to the story. He just spouts off whatever comes to his head. I found something in here I can talk about that doesn't have anything to do with the Bible. Verse 8. Blah, 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 blah. So anyway, he says, take wives, do your deal, drink your drink, eat your food, plant your vineyards, wives, daughters, sons, marry, live your life. Just pretend everything's cool. Just do what you're doing, but do it in Babylon. Seek peace of the city where I have caused you to be carried away captive. In other words, don't be causing trouble. Let not your prophets and your diviners that be in the midst of you deceive you. Don't let these fuckers, don't let Richard Joyce type people tell you what to do. He's a warlock. You ever look at the guy? He has like, between his nose and his lip, I usually don't make fun of the way people look because I'm a funny looking fucker too. But I mean, this area right here where my mustache is, this fucker, he has like that much lip. His lips like this part. It's a fucking chalkboard, man. I've never seen anyone with that much that much room between their lip and their nose. It's like, check them out. The channel's called Pilgrim Devotion. Pilgrim Devotion. Pilgrim's Devotion or Pilgrim Devotions. I don't know. Something stupid like that. Pilgrim Devotion. Anyhow. For they prophesy falsely unto you in my name. I have not sent them. We've talked about this before. Sent. The Lord doesn't just send anyone. The Lord doesn't just send anyone. I have thoughts for peace for you and not evil. He's like, I'm not punishing you. I'm making you realize that you guys were getting ahead of yourselves with this child sacrifice and these the wickedness, the idolatry. You Southern Kingdom motherfuckers, my people were weird. The kings and the priests and the prophet, they're not like most people. The kings and priests and prophets of Judah are, look at me. Oh. We do stuff that most people can't even imagine. That's how wicked we are. The false prophets in Babylon, because you have said the Lord has raised up prophets in Babylon, know that thus said the Lord, the King that sits on the throne of David, and all the people and their brethren that have gone forth, thus said the Lord of hosts, behold, I will send upon them the sword, the famine, the pestilence. You're going to be like vile figs, can't be eaten. You can't listen to Richard Joyce and not get sick to your stomach. You can't listen to Tony Williams and I don't get sick to my stomach. I can't listen to Ashley Hayes without getting sick to my stomach. I can't listen to Big Judah. Makes me sick to my stomach. You can't eat it. You can't take in what they're giving because it's awful. It's lies. It's sickening. It's all false. It's all just rocks rolling around in their head. And I will persecute them with the sword and the famine. I will deliver them to be removed to all the kingdom of the earth, to be a curse and an astonishment and a hissing and a reproach among all the nations where I drive them. That's what my people have become. They become these Christian nationalists. They've become these fucking megachurch pastors. They become YouTube fucking Bible teachers. They become... Why do you think Christianity is such a joke these days? Because of these false prophets, these Richard Joyces. People are going, what? Who are these fuckers? The Jews? We're gonna follow Benjamin, not a real Jew, not Netanyahu. We're gonna follow that fucker, the genocidal maniac, the psychopath. Yeah, we gotta stand up for Israel. No, niggas. No. Those aren't the Jews. Those are Edomites. Those people are fucking so brainwashed. Yeah, aren't those the people of Israel? Aren't they the Jews? You're brainwashed. Anyhow, and that's why Christianity looks so fucking stupid. So these Christians like murderers? Yeah, you mean if I'm proud to be an American, I have to be a murdering fucking genocidal imperialist? Basically. Otherwise, these fucking fake Americans, these fake patriots, are gonna call you, you're a traitor. No, I'm not. I'm a real spiritual being. I'm not a fucking beast like you. I'm not a murdering, thieving, stealing, lying sack of shit. 4th of July? 4th of July. 4th of you lied? 4th of you lied? 4th of you lied. Fourth of you lie. Why do they shoot off fireworks and everything's fire? Why? Because they bomb everyone. The rockets red glare and the bombs bursting in air. That's about these fucking wicked Edomites blowing people up. When you go out there and you shoot off fireworks, you're going, yeah, I want to murder somebody. Someone's gonna die tonight. So this is a good date for people to die. And they do. Bullets falling out of the sky. People getting maimed, their hands getting blown off by fucking mortars. People catching on fire. Yeah. Fun. Yeah. It's fucking sickening. Anyway, I'll come back. I'll go through this. I'm gonna run through the Bible instead of just teach. I'm gonna try and move forward, because this asshole's he's probably gonna really mess up chapter 29. I'm gonna have to be ready to go back. I'll go through it quick, and then tomorrow we'll go back and we'll see what Richard Joyce fucked up again this time. All right, subscribe if you want to know that learn the Bible correctly. Love you guys. I'm out.